Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on Oxyotl Legendary Campaign, and this is episode 19. What are we gonna do? I really want to declare war against Clan Vermis, but I want to check who will pay me more for that. Actually, Whistle and Nuln will pay for it, so... where are they? Yeah. They're strength rank 2. I hate to dread who the strength rank 1 is. Because they're strength rank 2 with 32 settlements. Oh goodness. I think strength rank 1 is Goldtooth actually. So, that's a decisive victory. That's easy. We declared war. We gained some gold. Present in the province. So we're gonna need that tier 3 to get the armory actually. I honestly just want a little bit of spells. Maybe I want to Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt? And I didn't watch the movie. I just remember that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna think, well, why did he say that? And I'm not gonna tell you. So what I'm aiming here, I do want the geometric web, but it's Zlatan. Do I want that? Or do I want just some generic income from all buildings? That would be nice, because there's some resources there and some good old-fashioned heroes. Yeah, I think so. I'll get to the geometric web later. It's plenty of time to do that. So yeah, I guess that's fine. I'm having no issues at all with income, to the point that I can build up everything. I could get some garrison buildings here as well, but maybe control. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. That means I can bring off, Saurus armies with some cavalry just fine from that province. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's a cool one. There we go, Chocomel. He's gonna conquer alone this. Honestly, doesn't seem to be any threat whatsoever. Let's just get that in case there's someone trying to ambush me. Okay. Not a lot of issues in terms of control either, so this is great. So far, everything's working really nicely. And I'm gonna get that +3 control, so I think for the time being, I won't build any more buildings with control actually. So I didn't manage to get. This is something that I've been noticing. I'm not managing to get the land grabs properly because the enemies just are getting way too much. So overall, I'm gonna have to start thinking on how I'm gonna not betray, but attack the followers of Nagash. The biggest problem is that I have armies on the other side as well. The best solution for that is just to aim an invasion, maybe 3 more armies, and I can aim them all over there. But I kind of want to fight against Bretonia too, Alberic, and get a little bit more of the land grab. So let's get on here, training, that's nice. Yeah, let's get on to Azet Izan's melee. So I always like to get, the Lord's name fine, and then I change the names of the casters. One rule that I could get is changing the Lord's name to the units, the 2 units that I want to compose mostly. Like put in Saurus and Carnosaurs, or Temple God and Croxigor army, and that way you can always, have a little bit of an idea where you go for. So I want to destroy the buildings for the Gruth. I no longer need them. Replenishment 1 with replenishment is nice enough. I should have this 3rd province with also some military buildings, but I kind of want to take the advantage for now from the income focus, so it's gonna wait, but then I'll make it another province for army building actually. So I didn't went with Saurus, but I really like the Temple Gods. Temple Gods with Chameleon Skinks, you can do a lot of damage there. So Corn is actually doing some damage against my friend. So yeah, Oxyotl, I skipped a few times. It was destroyed. Teclis was destroyed completely. And the war against the... it's not working well. The war against Britannia, maybe I can join it and do some damage there. But who knows? So what do I have here? Yeah, greenskins are really fine, actually. So everyone is really able to get, around turn 100, everyone is able to get like to 40 settlements. You know, some factions are able to do that. But they are not engaging a big army. How to say? The major factions are attacking the minor ones all around them, which is nice, but they're not really engaging fully into taking out major factions themselves and gaining all their grounds, you know? So that's kind of bad, I would say. Okay, Oxyotl is now ready to go over here against Arcanos. I can fight it, but should I? I should have, actually, because in retrospect, I'm going to give you a battle against nothing, really, later on. But maybe it can be interesting, you know. So I'm thinking that I can go against the Britannia and maybe conquer a few of these places. Hopefully I can, because at this point I was just thinking I gotta betray, you know, I gotta go against followers of Nagash. But suddenly, this is a land grab, you know, everyone is ganging on Alberic. Poor Alberic, he has way too many dinos awake. It's Jurassic Park for him. Spoiler alert, if you never watched the Jurassic Park. What are you doing? Stop watching this and go watch it. I'm not even joking. Watch the 1983 one, please. I beg you, I had nightmares for years after that, you know. People were like, you had nightmares of Jurassic Park? Yeah, I thought the T-Rex was coming over, you know, but yeah. I guess everyone has. It's a horror movie. It's technically a horror movie, and now we just make them for kids. You know, previously it was not. So I'm thinking he can go in and capture the Dragonhorn mines. I really didn't want the attrition there, but I think so. Yeah, I can select that region and give it just a spot. There's a bigger garrison than I was expecting, but I think that's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna go over against Karak Azgal. Because why not? Why not just capturing a little bit of territory from Moors and maybe getting a peace treaty out of it. So that's the sort of idea. Phyrric victory, yeah. I'm gonna get something out of this. Maybe I'll just siege it for a couple of turns and see if the odds increase or do the battle. I don't know. It depends, really. I don't like to have way too many sieges or to show too many sieges. People generally don't like that. But at the same time, I do like them. So I like to show a few of them. So let's get just a little bit more research. I feel like turn 150, I'll have everything in the research tab. And it's a little bit later than I would like there. So I got some heroes. That's fine. I got some heroes here. And overall, can I attack here? No, I moved fast because there's no army there. This guy's close to the province. Yeah. Like, I can get chameleons and stalkers armies and stuff like that. But I really just want to have a variety of sort of armies there. Okay, that's a nice defensive pact there. Yeah, I can get a victory. So I'm going to eliminate two factions very close, very easily, very soon as well. And it's kind of sad that I cannot expand this because it would be going to war against these guys. Okay, I can construct an outpost there, that's for sure. Ally missions, let's accept whatever missions. It's the same guy. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I guess everyone hates him. Or it's just the one that we are at war with, and I can see it. So yeah, I guess that's okay. Let's skip a turn or two. So, short victory achieved. I didn't even see this coming. I mean, episode 19, short victory, that's good. It's also one of the things of Oxyotl that I love the most. You don't even have to check the victories. Everything is about doing the missions. And at the same time, you just keep capturing territory, and suddenly, oh, I achieved it. And that's how it should flow. You should just get in, and use the mechanics, and suddenly you actually get the victory without too much trouble, So I could get some Dreadsaurians there, but I'm thinking more of a Croxigore army here with some skinks following. So yeah, I think that would be nice. What do I get? I really want the ones that give me a chance to find magic items, because I'm feeling that we really need to invest on that to capitalize on the fact that we now have better items, honestly. So yeah. There we go. He can still get some good units. What can I give him? Yeah, I think the Sacred Coxigores are fine. He's gonna get Temple Guard very soon, a couple of turns. And he can get some Dreadsaurians there, or some Salamanders. Maybe I go the route of the Salamander packs and Razordawn packs with the Croxigores as well. That also helps, because it's just a monstrous infantry galore. I can travel to these locations. There's some that I don't want, really. So, and this is a bit of a mistake here. You're going to see that Oxyotl should have stayed. I thought, I'm going to move Oxyotl here to attack the followers of Nagash, later on. But it turns out the biggest land grab is going to happen in Bretonnia, or not in Bretonnia, in Lustria, and I should have been there with Oxyotl. I could have gained so much more ground, but oh well. That's a retrospective that we never know, I thought that followers of Nagash would declare war very soon. We're neighbors, we're not exactly with good relations, and I don't want to increase those relations, because I want to take them out. Do I want to tell a little war? Maybe, just to unlock the technologies. So, this guy with Lord Croak, he's gonna get the Skink Leader, or the Beast Tamer. No, Skink Leader. Skink Leader is better. Yeah, there we go. Skink Leader. Skink Leader! Skink Leader! Get your Skink Leader here! So I already have the Shield of Sephiry there. Eternal Guardians, that's not exactly the best. So let's just get him some barrier. Do I want the training, the replenish troops? The exorcism. Yeah, well, passive ability, the speed, and why not getting those passives? That would be nice. The barrier, well, let's get the replenish troops for now. I still need his ability. Oh, he's not giving the replenish. Okay, hold on. Let me move him out and in and do the replenish, and now it's done. Okay, that's much better. This is exactly what I wanted. Sometimes you have to double check if they're doing what you wanted, okay? And this is the battle that I'm going to show you, because it says phyrric victory, and come on, this is not a phyrric victory, and I don't want to lose units, so I have to fight it. But might as well just show you how different sometimes the autoresolve works. Sometimes it's in your favor, sometimes it's like, dude, what are you on? What are you taking? Give me some of that. Because yeah, they are definitely very poor to deal with this. Clan rats with spears and shields, they can't even reach my units. I'm attacking already the slingers, which are the only unit that can actually do some damage against me. But yeah, maybe I can get some nice shots here. It's also important to realize how sometimes you can do these small battles. So I guess, please forgive me if I didn't show you a bigger battle, but this is also, I think, relevant. Some people ask me whether they should fight these battles, and I always say, yeah, definitely. You can always do better than the auto-resolve, honestly. It's only very rarely that the auto-resolve works completely in your favor, especially in legendary difficulty or in very hard difficulties, So let's just get through my lines, and now... Oh, this reminds me of Rome 1. Like the cohorts firing on the enemy, I would do this all the time. Just watching my dudes slaying the enemies with their javelins. Good times, good times, good times. And you can see all the enemies are like, slightly damaged right now. So that's cool. I'm even sending my Slan in melee actually there. And the purpose is just to to weaken them slightly, to force them to go away, you know, with the leadership done. And yep, suddenly they're on the run. They're skirmishing, they're scurrying away. And the good thing about skinks, we can chase. You can actually chase Skaven really nicely, especially with chameleon skinks, because they provide the poison. So you can catch up to them because they lose speed. But yeah, in this case, it was victory. That's good. I didn't lose anything, like you can see. You know, like seriously, not even a single. Not even if I merge the units, do I lose a unit. So yeah, that's cool. So quite a decisive victory, from a phyrric to a decisive victory, of course. Let's occupy. I don't have too much in terms of... I think the last one is Bitterstone Mine, so I don't have a lot of territories that I can gain, but I only have one, and let me see. This reveals them, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't tell me, but come on, he's in the Badlands. Yeah, there we go. So it's a bit of a problem that the... yeah, there we go, and there's an army there. Okay, that's okay. I'll likely have to withdraw there. Maybe I can get a Sanctum Patrol going. I'm earning 9,000. I mean, if this campaign is going any well, you know, really well, is in terms of income. You can see that Oxyotl just benefits so much from these sanctums, just reduced upkeep everywhere, and suddenly you're not paying for anything, really. Do I want Inspiring? Yeah, I want that. Because I have the caster here, you know, I still have some level of the damage done capabilities, so that's okay. And over here, it's already a Phyrric victory without losing anything. I'll just continue the siege, actually, because then the next one is likely going to be a close victory, and it's fine. I kind of want to auto-resolve that one. Fighting Skaven for, in sieges is not exactly the best possibility. So Chocomil is going to get a little bit over there on the sea tribute, and then I'm thinking, do I want to go to war against followers? At this point I was thinking yes, but I thought better, and I thought I gotta go against Bretonia. Not Bretonia, but yeah. Okay, let's get some good relations with some ogres and with some I'm gonna wait on that so that I can get some more gold. Because they'll always, you know, with good relations, they'll always improve, and they'll always ask me military stuff later. So that's the problem. Archon the Black is not at war with anyone, and that was freaking me out. Because I kind of wanted to lure them, to pay them to go to war against Clan Moors. But then I'm thinking Clan Moors is not going to stop him. And it would take them quite some time. And I don't want Wissenland to come in and attack followers of Nagash. So it's me that I have to take it, but at the same time I want to go towards the locations from Bretonia and try to win those territories in Lustria. So yeah, that'll be my attempt on the next episode. Instead of going after followers of Nagash, I'm actually deciding I'm going to go against Bretonia. But yeah, it wasn't an easy call. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next episode. Bye bye.